Before there were hoops, crowds, or sneakers squeaking on hardwood, there was a boy in Ontario throwing rocks at a boulder. His name was James Naismith. 10 years old, cheeks red from the cold, wrapped in too many layers of wool. Just a kid trying to have fun before supper. The game was called Duck on a Rock. You'd balance a big stone, the duck, on top of a boulder, then take turns tossing smaller rocks to knock it off. The trick wasn't muscle, it was precision. You had to lob it high, just right, and let gravity do the rest. Miss, and your rock skittered away into the snow. Hit it, and you got bragging rights until the next throw. It wasn't a sport. It was a way to stay warm without getting yelled at for breaking windows. But it taught young Naismith something he never forgot, that a perfect arc could be more powerful than brute strength. Fast forward 20 years. It's 1891, and that boy is now a 30-year-old physical education instructor at the YMCA training school in Springfield, Massachusetts. He's smart, he's kind, and right now, he's desperate. His students are bouncing off the walls, the weather outside is miserable, and his boss, Dr. Luther Gulick, has just said the 5 words every teacher dreads: you'll figure something out. He tries everything. Indoor soccer? Too violent. Baseball? Too much broken glass. Football? Too much blood. One poor kid loses a tooth and starts bragging about it. Naismith needs a miracle. Then one night, it clicks. That old childhood game comes back to him. The duck, the rock, the arc. He sketches out an idea, a ball, a goal above the players passing instead of tackling. Something fast but safe, competitive but smart. He asks the janitor for a couple of boxes. The janitor returns with 2 peach baskets. Naismith nails them to the balcony railings, divides the class into teams, and tosses a soccer ball into play. The game is chaos. Nobody knows the rules yet. There's shoving, yelling, laughter, and every time someone scores, the janitor sighs, grabs a ladder, and climbs up to retrieve the ball. Nobody thought to cut holes in the bottoms. History's first assistant coach right there. Still, it works. Naismith writes down 13 rules. Simple, fair, and shockingly polite. No tackling, no running with the ball, 2 halves, 15 minutes each. The game takes off like wildfire. Within weeks, other YMCAs are playing it. Within months, it's spreading across continents. And before long, that humble gym in Springfield becomes the birthplace of a global obsession. Meanwhile, Naismith just keeps teaching. He never patents the game, never tries to profit. He later becomes the first basketball coach at the University of Kansas, and somehow the only one in their history with a losing record. But he doesn't care. Winning was never the point. He once said, "Basketball doesn't belong to me. It belongs to anyone who plays it." And that's the heart of it, the kind of quiet pride that feels unmistakably Canadian. From a rock in El Monte to a gym full of laughter in Massachusetts, from 2 peach baskets to billion-dollar arenas, basketball's story is equal parts genius, humility, and happy accident. So next time you watch a perfect 3-pointer, picture that janitor sighing, picking up his ladder, and muttering, "They couldn't have thought this through." Because somewhere, deep down, that's where greatness really starts, with a rock, a mistake, and a little imagination. If you enjoyed this story, stick around for more. Every week, we dig up the hidden stories behind the things we take for granted. The people, the accidents, and the sparks that change the world. Subscribe, share it with a friend, and let's keep the stories and the ideas bouncing.